I'm going to keep it a whole stack. The NBA community right now is just grasping for straws. Listen, this is Colin Cowherd and his take on Anthony Davis in the Olympics. Let's just hear him out, man. Some of y'all probably already read what he said, but
I was so anti-AD when we started doing this podcast together. I went like 2 years. I'm like, it's a dad bod. He doesn't work out. He's out of shape. He never plays hurt. Take Jokic out. I'm not sure there's a big I'd take over him, including Giannis. You cannot mistake Anthony Davis in a game. Dominant defender. He's gotten significantly more physical to me. I don't know what happened. This is the AD we thought we were getting out of college, and he just wasn't emotionally ready for it.
The reason why we're seeing him be so physically dominant now is he just is in a really good physical place. And I think that's gone a long way. A lot of the focus has been on what he hasn't been since the bubble. Like, he hasn't been knocking down all these crazy jump shots the way he did in the bubble. And that's true. But he's improved so much as a passer, his overall feel for the game. He is a lot better at those short shots. He was awesome against Jokic. He was awesome most of the tail end of the season. AD has been playing in the calendar year 2024. He's been playing at an MVP level, and he deserves more credit for that.
Now, I do agree with this guy right here. I don't know his name off the top of my head. In terms of the fact that I feel like Anthony Davis has become extremely underrated over this last year, in my opinion. I think, honestly, he is closer to that top 5 conversation than a lot of people give him credit for. Because I feel like the hierarchy of NBA players right now essentially goes Jokic, Giannis, Luka, Embiid, then probably SGA, and everyone else. I feel like the hierarchy, AD is pushing that 5 way closer than what a lot of people give him credit for. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a really big SGA fan. If you want to say right now that AD is better than SGA, or even in this last season, if you want to say AD is a better player than SGA, am I really gonna give you crazy pushback? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's the worst take in the world. Me personally, I'm still taking SGA over AD, but I don't think that's something to really scoff at. You know, if you want to take AD over Tatum, if you want to take AD over LeBron, if you want to take AD over Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, there is no shame in that. However, I will say this. I personally think Colin Cowherd is reaching with this first part of the take. Let's hear it back again.
I was so anti-AD when we started doing this podcast together. I went like 2 years. I'm like, it's a dad bod. He doesn't work out. He's out of shape. He never plays hurt. Take Jokic out. I'm not sure there's a big I'd take over him, including Giannis. You cannot mistake Anthony Davis in a game. Dominant defender. He's gotten significantly more physical to me. I don't know what happened. This is the AD we thought we were getting out of college, and he just wasn't emotionally ready for it.
So my problem with Colin Cowherd's take is the fact that the Olympics is changing his mind. Two games into the Olympics is what's changing his mind. Because I would just really hope that those exhibition games aren't the reason why he's changing his take. But 2 games into the Olympics, after being a self-proclaimed AD hater by his own words, is changing his mind in regards to how good AD is. And now he's also making a commentary on how good Giannis is, Embiid too. That is what's changing your mind. And to be honest with you, I have a bigger problem with something going on in the NBA community this summer that I think Colin Cowherd and what he just said is just an example of. For some reason, this summer, compared to any other summer, and even if you want to count other Olympic years, 2020, 2016, 2012, I understand social media wasn't what it was back then, but I've never, ever seen an Olympics where so many people are trying to push NBA-related narratives, NBA-related agendas because of said Olympics. I've never seen so many people trying to push these ranking changes, whether it's Nick Wright, because I wanna look at what Nick Wright had to say about LeBron James.
And they are the 2 most prolific Olympians ever on the men's side of things. So neither is surprising.
True.
Both is frustrating, though, Wilds. And I don't mean to turn it something negative, but I will just for a moment. I can't watch Durant and LeBron do this and not get angry at their franchises. I can't. And
The Suns you're mad at?
The Suns and Lakers both, because all of us, myself included, in the commentary world, have maybe prematurely downgraded LeBron and Durant slightly as far as where they are in the NBA hierarchy.
Why buy this?
You know what I mean? Like, okay, because LeBron's almost 40, he's in year 21, so he's not a top 5 guy anymore. He's, 11, 12. And Durant, is he better than Devin Booker? Is he not? Man, when I watch these two guys, healthy, rested, under these circumstances, sure feels like these are the two best players on the team. And if you're the two best players on Team USA, yes, Giannis, Jokic, Luka are the 3 best guys. Take those 3 guys. But during this tournament, LeBron James has looked like the 4th best player in the world behind those guys. And Durant, in his very limited action, now looks like neck and neck with LeBron. And it just feels like they are still top 5-ish players even at their age.
So, yeah, that another example, and mind you, this is not the only example of analysts this summer just trying to, I feel like, personally grasp for straws and reach, because, truth be told, I feel like in terms of shit to talk about in the NBA and in the basketball world, compared to even, like, last offseason, just in the NBA specifically, I guess, there isn't really much to talk about. I'm going to keep it a whole stack. But it just makes no sense to me. It just makes no sense to me while we're using not necessarily exhibition games, but games in which their roles are completely different, games in which the rules are completely different, to change our rankings. I feel like personally the reason why KD has been so effective for Team USA is because his role on Team USA is just to get buckets. That's it. That's it. This team has so many different playmakers. This team has so many different defenders that you are just asking Kevin Durant to get buckets. And that is it. You're not asking him to play make. You're not asking him to defend. You know what I'm saying? And with the spacing on this team, with the amount of other scorers on this team, you can't really help off of truly anyone on this team. So what does that do? 27 KD unleashed. 2017 KD, single coverage. You can't really help off of him. And if that's KD's going to cook any day of the week. Any day of the week. And I will say this, to Nick Wright's credit, I have maintained throughout the whole season, last season, that, if we're going into a series, if we're going into just one game, is LeBron, I think LeBron still being in those top 5 conversations, hell, even just, hey, you get one pick for a 2-week stretch or 1-week stretch. Which player are you taking? That type of conversation, I feel like LeBron and even KD is getting undermined in those discussions, so I'll give Nick Wright that. But the context of ranking NBA players to me has always been what you do in the NBA, has always been what you do in the NBA relative to your role, has always been what you do in the 82 games that you do in the NBA, what you do in the playoffs, and not these games where your roles are completely different. Completely different. So I don't know. I just don't like it. Like, people tried to pull it off when Tatum didn't get when he did get 0 minutes against Serbia. Top 5 player not getting any minutes on Team USA. What does that mean? What does that say about Tatum? Huh? You got a team with all the best guys in the world, and he's getting 0 touches. Is he really top 6? Is he really top 5? Now, mind you, the top 5 conversation has always been up for debate. But just the nastiness. And then the next game, Embiid gets benched, and now Colin Cowherd, I don't know if that's what sparked Colin Cowherd bringing up that take. Now Colin Cowherd is talking about, is Embiid even better than AD? I've heard some people try to push that lately. When I feel like, personally, the reason why Embiid isn't as effective on Team USA compared to the NBA is because in the NBA, the offense revolves around Embiid. You know what I'm saying? While on Team USA, AD is more of a AD is just a better defender than Joel Embiid, in my opinion. And number 2, offensively, Embiid is more of a play finisher. He's more of a lob threat than Embiid. You know what I'm saying? He can run the transition a little bit better than Embiid. So all of these things, he's a better dump-off guy than Embiid. So in my opinion, a better pick and roll partner than Embiid. So all of these things in terms of AD skill set, AD works better for Team USA than Joel Embiid. But that doesn't mitigate the fact that in the NBA setting, relative to what, their situations are in the NBA, that Embiid is still a superior offensive player to AD, in my opinion. Then defensively, the gap is mitigated by the fact that Embiid is going out there dropping 35, 36 a game on insane efficiency while giving you like 5 to 6 assists a game. Like those things did not change just because of 2 Olympic games. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Is this nasty? Are y'all actually taking into account these Olympic games in terms of your rankings and how you're talking about players? Me personally, no, not at all. Not really. This is similar to Summer League overreactions to me, just because there's nothing to talk about. But with that being said, let me know what y'all think. And I'm out of here, man. Peace.